As a fan of the Mad Max franchise, I've often wondered why Mel Gibson didn't reprise his iconic role as Max Rockatansky in Fury Road. Uh, while it's a shame we won't see him back in the driver's seat, I can appreciate George Miller's decision to move on from an older Max and pass the mantle to a new generation. Mel Gibson was synonymous with the Mad Max series, having portrayed Max in the first film in 1979 and reprising his role in two more films, The Road Warrior and Beyond Thunderdome. However, a shift occurred in 2015 when Tom Hardy took over the role in Mad Max Fury Road, leaving some fans puzzled about the change. In the unveiling of the film Mad Max Fury Road, it was Tom Hardy who stepped into the role of Max Rockatansky, making him the second actor to portray this iconic character. This casting choice took fans by surprise at the time and can still feel disconcerting when comparing Max's appearance between Beyond Thunderdome and Fury Road. Despite this noticeable transformation, the Mad Max series chose not to delve into the reasons behind it, opting instead to maintain continuity as if Max had always appeared the same. And off screen, though, there were several factors that led to Mel Gibson not reprising his role as Max in Fury Road. By the time Fury Road happened, Mel Gibson was no longer Miller's actor for the role. Director George Miller decided against having him, citing that Gibson had become a controversial figure and that the story of Fury Road didn't focus on an older Max. Miller stated that upon their arrival, Mel had already navigated through all the storms life had thrown at him, but he's not an aged warrior. Instead, he's portrayed as the modern combatant. The tumult in Gibson's life encompassed a series of disputes up until 2010, including racist, sexist, homophobic, and anti-Semitic statements, and multiple arrests. Even George Miller declined to cast Gibson in the lead role of their film. Furthermore, Miller expressed a desire for a younger actor to take over the role of Max, presumably because Max is portrayed as a legendary figure rather than a realistic one in the country of these Robbies 152515. George Miller still has no plans for another Mel Gibson-led Mad Max movie. Mel Gibson is back in action with acting and directing roles once more, but it seems unlikely that we'll see him reprising his iconic Mad Max character again. Miller has expressed no interest in crafting a tale about an aging Max, which effectively rules out Mel Gibson, given he's now well into his 60s, from portraying the character again. In my tales, you won't find characters as seasoned as Harrison Ford or similar. It's not like the narrative arc of Mad Max Fury Road where age becomes a central theme. But unlike films such as Unforgiven, it's not about an elderly character making one last stand on. Instead, my stories tend to focus on more youthful experiences. Although I do believe there are tales yet to be told featuring older characters. I haven't given it much thought yet, but Max's future when he reaches his 60s remains a mystery to me. My current focus is more on the characters and their situations approximately 40 or 50 years following the hypothetical fall of society. And besides Gibson's age, another factor that likely rules out his return as Max is the uncertain future of the Mad Max franchise. The poor performance of Furiosa, uh, a Mad Max saga at the box office, has made it unlikely that director George Miller will be able to continue the series due to financial constraints for us. So, moreover, there has been no news about the planned sequel, Mad Max: The Wasteland. And with Tom Hardy approaching 50, a recasting would also be necessary. Even if a sequel to Mad Max Fury Road is made, Mel Gibson's portrayal of Max Rockatansky appears to have come to an end. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.